Good morning, students. Welcome to the lecture of Operation Research. In today's lecture, we are going to study how the linear programming problem can be solved by using a graphical solution method. Let us recall the concepts we have studied in the last lecture. In the last lecture, we have seen what is Operation Research, the definition, and we have seen what is the meaning of programming. Also, we have seen an important concept of how a daily life problem can be formulated as a linear programming problem. After this formulation, now in today's lecture, we are going to study how this linear programming problem can be solved by using the graphical method. But one thing one has to take care that whenever we are solving a linear programming problem by graphical method, then the restriction should be the problem should be in two variables only, because we are going to plot the graph on a two-dimensional plane. Therefore, we can solve the linear programming problem involving only two variables. Okay. Graphical solution to linear programming problem. Let me write the first problem. The first problem is solve the linear programming problem. Maximize z is equal to 3x1 plus 5x2 subject to the constraints. Constraint is nothing but conditions. Subject to the constraints. The constraints imposed on this problem are x1 plus 2x2 less than or equals to 2000, x1 plus x2 less than or equals to 1500, and x2 less than or equals to 600, and x1, x2 greater equal by 0. This is the given linear programming problem. Then what is the procedure we are going to follow to solve this by a graphical solution method? Okay, let me just repeat the steps for the graphical solution procedure. In the first step, we are going to consider every inequality constraint as an equation. Next, we will plot each equation on the graph. As each one is a linear equation, geometrically it will represent a line. Next, we are going to find out the feasible region. We are going to find out the feasible region. Every point on the line will satisfy the equation of the line. If the inequality constraint corresponding to the line is less equal, then the region below the line will be considered. And if the inequality constraint is greater equal type, then the region above the line will be considered. Then we want to find out the common region satisfied by all the constraints imposed on the linear programming problem. Then there are two ways actually to do this. In the first way, we can find out the corner points of the given feasible region and find out the value of objective function at these corner points, and whichever will give you the optimum value, either maximum or minimum, will be the that point will be the required solution. Or one can find out the convenient value of z, say z is equals to 0, and plot the objective function line. Plot the objective function line. Then we want to pull the objective function line until the extreme points of the feasible region give me the optimized value, that is either maximized value or minimized value. Note the coordinates of the extreme point at which the function gives us the optima, that is either maxima or minima value, and will be the corresponding solution of the given linear programming problem. Okay, is the steps clear? Shall I start? Now, how many constraints are given here? There are in all 3 constraints given. Okay, can you answer that question I have asked you in the last lecture? Whenever the constraint equation is of less equal type, we are considering the region below the line, and if the constraint is greater equal type, we are considering the region be above the line. Can any student answer this question? Anyone from the student side?
And since the constraints are always the variables are always positive in practical life, all the graph comes in the first quadrant itself, and less than equal type, that means we cannot go beyond that limit. So we are considering the
Yes,
portion below the line.
yes, very good. Whenever I'm writing an equality, say here it is x1 plus 2x2 less than or equals to 2000. Or if I want to tell you by taking a simple example, suppose I'm taking the equation, say x1 plus x2 is less than or equals to 4. This is the simple constraint. Then what will be a straight line equation? Will be x1 plus x2 equal to 4. How can I plot x1 plus x2 equal to 4? What will be the coordinates? Generally, while plotting the line, we are keeping one variable 0, finding the value of other. Therefore, if I keep x2 0, x1 will be 4. Therefore, this is my first point. And if I keep x2 0, if I keep, sorry, x1 0, then this is 0, 4. Therefore, this will be a line actually, representing this inequality as an equation. Then if we consider any point below the line and above the line, we will check which point is going to satisfy that inequality. If I consider the region below the line, suppose this is the point and the coordinates of the point are say 1 1. Whether this 1 1 coordinate or the point satisfies the inequality or not. If I take the point as 1 1, x1 is having the value 1, x2 is having the value 1. Therefore, x1 plus x2 will be, in all it is 2, and 2 is less than or equals to 4. Therefore, this point is going to satisfy the inequality. Similarly, let me check for origin. If I take the point origin, coordinates are 0 0, x1 plus x2 will be 0, 0 is less than or equals to 4. Okay, if I take this point 0 3, what are the addition of the coordinates? Addition of the coordinates for this point 0 and 3 will be 0 plus 3, that is 3, which will satisfy the inequality. 3 is less than or equals to 4. Suppose I am taking here and another point, say 2 0. Okay, 2 0. Then what are the addition of the coordinates? 2 plus 0, 2, 2 is less than or equals to 4. But easily one can observe all the points below the line are going to satisfy the inequality. Therefore, whenever the constraint is of less equal type, we will consider the region below the line, and whenever it is of greater equal type, we will consider greater. Same inequality if I reverses by greater equal by 4. Then whether the points below the line will satisfy the inequality? No, it
No.
is obviously not. So let me take the point above the line. Let me take one point above the line. Suppose here I will take a point, say 4 4. If I take the point 4 4, then what is the addition of the coordinates? This is 4 plus 4 8, and 8 is greater equal by 4. Therefore, the inequality is being satisfied by the point above the line. Okay. Therefore, whenever the inequality is less equal type, region below the line will be selected. Region below the line will be selected. Whenever it is greater equal type, the region above the line will be selected. Region above the line will be selected. Okay. A simple reason behind this concept. Now let me just draw these lines first, and we will go for plotting the graph as well. Okay. Therefore, what we are going to do initially, okay, to plot the line, to plot the graph, we will plot the lines actually. Therefore, to plot the line, we will consider the equalities. To plot the lines, x1 plus 2x2 equal to 2000. Second line will be x1 plus x2 is equals to 1500, and third will be x2 is equals to 600. First, we will plot these equations as the straight lines. Then, by considering the nature of the inequality, we will select the region satisfied by all the inequalities. Okay. Let me just plot this lines. Now here, if you observe, the right hand side is 2000, 1500 and 1600. Therefore, I have to select a suitable scale. Okay, what's the suitable scale should I select? 1 centimeter is equals to, say, 500 units. Is that fine? on both axes. On both axes, 1 centimeter is equals to 500 units is the scale I am selecting. If this is 500, this is 1000. Okay, every student has to plot with me. This is 2000. And on y axis also we are going to do the same thing. 500, 1000, 1500 and 2000. Okay, what are the points for plotting the first line x1 plus 2x2 is equals to 2000? Generally, we are putting one value of the coordinate as 0 and finding the value of other. Okay, so that we can plot the equation, plot the line very easily. If I have to plot the first line, what I am going to do initially, I will put x1 0. Then what will be the coordinate of x2? If I put x1 0, 2x2 is 2000. Therefore, x2 will be 1000. x2 will be 1000. Therefore, may I say x1 0, x2 1000 is this part. Now let us do a reverse process. Let me keep x2 0. If I am keeping x2 0, what is the value of x1?
It's 2000.
Therefore, here this is the line. Now it is more difficult for me to draw the straight line because this I am drawing on a pen tablet. Therefore, just bear with me. If you draw on your graph pages, now it is more difficult for me to do this on a pen tablet. And I don't know up to which extent this is going to be correct. Okay, this is the first line. Now let me plot the second line. Second line is x1 plus x2 is equals to 1500. Therefore, what are the coordinates? Can anyone tell me quickly? Coordinate on x-axis. x2 0, what is the value of x1?
1500.
This is 1500 and similarly this is on 0, 1500.
Yes.
Therefore, let me draw the line. I hope everyone is drawing with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, third line is x2 equal to 600. What about x2 equals to 600? What kind of line it will be?
Parallel
To x-axis. Good. Suppose somewhere here is my 600. Somewhere here is my 600. Then I have to draw a line parallel to x-axis. Okay. Therefore, this is x2 equal to 600. This line is this line is x1 plus x2 equal to 1500, and this line will be x1 plus 2x2 is equals to 2000. Okay. Therefore, what kind of inequalities we have? All the three inequalities. All the three inequalities of the type less equal. Therefore, what region we are selecting? Common region satisfying all the three inequalities. We have to consider the region below all the three inequalities. The region below all the three inequalities. If you consider this line, this will be a total region actually. But we have to consider this line also. Therefore, we have to consider the region below this line. Therefore, the region below, common region below all the three lines will be, let me shade it here like this. Fine. This is the region, and this region is called as the feasible region. Why the word feasible is used? Why we are finding the values at the corner points only? This theory we will see while dealing with the next part of the syllabus. This is the feasible region. Now, what the job we want to do? We want to plot all the corner points. We want to plot all the corner points. Let me name all the points. Let this be O. Let this be A, B, C, and D. These These are the 4 corner points of the given feasible region. Now what one has to do? One has to find out the coordinates of all these points and check at which point your z value is going to be maximum. Let me write A, O, A, B, C. First I'll write the shaded region is the feasible region. Shaded region is feasible region. Why I have taken all the shaded region in the first quadrant only? Because of these restrictions. X1, X2 is greater or equal by 0, X1, X2 non-negative. In which quadrant this possibility comes? This possibility is going to hold only in the first quadrant. Both the values are going to be non-negative. Therefore, the whole discussion is there only in the first quadrant. Therefore, the shaded region is the feasible region. O, A, B, C, D are extreme points, extreme or corner points of the feasible region. Corner points of the feasible region. Now let us write down the coordinates of all the points. What are the coordinates of O, 0, 0, no? Origin. What are the coordinates of A point? 1500 and 0. What are the coordinates of B point? If you have drawn the graph exactly, it will show you what is this value, x coordinate, and what is the y coordinate value. Okay, here I have calculated already. Therefore, let me just write the coordinates are 1000 and 500. Have you got this value?
Yes, ma'am.
1500. And the coordinates of the point C are 800 and 600. Okay. The another way to find out the coordinate of the point B and C is you can easily observe that this B is the intersection of these two lines. X1 plus X2 equal to 1500 and X1 plus X2 is equals to 2000. Therefore, suppose you are unable to get the exact value or you want to cross check that whatever the coordinates you have obtained on the graph paper are the correct values or not, then what you have to do? You have to solve these two linear equations simultaneously to get the values of the coordinates. Similarly, this point C is the intersection of the two lines x1 plus 2 equal to 6, 2x2 equal to 2000 and this x2 equal to 600. Let me check for C. As the line is x2 equal to 600, surely the x2 coordinate of the point C will be 600. To find out the x1 coordinate, what I will do? I will put the value of x2 equals to 600 in this equation. If I put x2 equals to 600 here, this will be x1 plus 1200 is equal to 2000. Therefore, x1 is equal to 800. And these are nothing but the coordinates of the point C. Therefore, this is the way you can cross check whether the coordinates of the point you have obtained on the graph paper are correct or not. Therefore, let me write in the coordinates of the point B as 1000 and 500. Coordinates of the point C are 800 and 600. And lastly, the coordinates of point D are, yes, D is 0, 600. D is 0 and 600 are the extreme points. Are the extreme points. Now, what is the job we are going to do? We are going to find out the value of objective function at these corner points. The value of objective function at extreme points B. At extreme points B. Now, what we will do? The value of objective function is known to us. Z is 3x1 plus 5x2. Now let me find out z at 0, z at origin. What will be coordinate? 30 plus 50 is equal to 0. What is the value at A? Z at A. This is 3 into 1500 plus 5 into 0. How much is the value? 4500. What is Z at B? Z at B is 3 into 1000 plus 5 into 500. For how much is the value? 3000 plus 5 5s are 2500. This is 5500. What is Z at C? Z at C will be 3 into 800.
5400.
Okay, good. 5400. And lastly, Z at D. What is Z at D? 3 into 0 plus 5 into 6000, and this is 3000 only. 3000 only. Therefore, according to the values, if you look at these values, which value is going to be maximum? This is maximum. Therefore, the value of objective function is maximum at which point? At B point. Therefore, what are the coordinates for point B? 1000 and 500. Therefore, which values of x1, x2 will have given us the maximum value of z? x1 is 1000, x2 is 500. Thus, the value of objective function is maximum at B 1000 and 500. That is, x1 is equals to 1000 and x2 is equals to 500. x1 is equals to 1000 and x2 is equals to 500. Thus, the optimal solution is the optimal solution. Optimal solution means the solution at which the value is maximum. Optimum solution of given LPT is optimal solution of given LPT is. What is optimal solution of a given LPT? x1 equal to 1000, x2 equals to 500, and what is the z value at this point? This is 5500. Any doubt with this method? What we have done? We have plotted these inequalities as equations first. Then we have found the feasible region, that is the region satisfied by all the constraints. And then we have found the value. We have found the coordinates of the extreme points and the value of z at these extreme points. And whichever gives the maxima will be the required solution. Okay. This problem can also be solved with an alternative method or method I can show you. Okay. For this, I will draw the graph again. Suppose this be my feasible region. Sorry, there is a mistake in the feasible region. I will draw directly a region. What will be a region? Somewhat like is the region, na? You just look here. Straight line and this. I have drawn directly a feasible region. You can draw it again. Now, instead of going directly by finding the value of z at the extrema points, what we will do, we will go for finding the objective function line, or here in the same sketch also I can show you. Okay. Therefore, here first we will find out the objective function line at z is equals to 0. What will happen if I am going to find out z is equal to 0 value? Means 3x1 plus 5x2 is equals to 0. Therefore, if I get this 3x1 plus 5x2 is equal to 0, then how can I plot 3x1 plus 5x2 is equal to 0? Suppose I want to plot 3x1 plus 5x2 0. 5x2 is equal to objective function line at z is equal to 0. Therefore, it gives me x1 by x2 is equals to minus 5 by 3. Therefore, whenever the coordinate of x1 is minus 5, the corresponding coordinate of x2 is 3. Therefore, here, as it is the ratio, for 500, the coordinate will be 300. X1 coordinate will be 300, right? For x1 equal to minus 500, x2 is 300, and the second one is z equal to 0. Therefore, one can draw objective function line f z is equals to 0 like this. And you have to just move the line parallel. This is z equal to 0 line. This is z is equal to 0 line. Then what you have to do is you have to pull this line parallelly on the feasible region. Whenever this value overlaps on D, it will give you one value. Whenever this is going to overlap at B, it will give you one value. Whenever it is going to overlap at D, it will give you a value 3000. Whenever it overlaps on B, it will give the value 5500. Therefore, this point B is giving us the maximum value of Z, and hence it will be the optimal solution. This is what one way is. But I feel finding the coordinates of the extreme point and finding the value of objective function at these extreme points will be the better solution. Any doubt in this problem? From students' side, if you have any doubt or query on this problem, you can ask me.
No, ma'am.
Good. Now I will take one more example. The next example is solve, minimize z is equal to 1.5x1 plus 2.5x2 subject to the constraints x1 plus 3x2 greater equal by 3, x1 plus x2 greater equal by 2, and x1, x2 is greater equal by 0. x1, x2 is greater equal by 0. Now we will draw the graph of this problem. What we have to do, considering those inequalities as equation, first to draw the straight lines and then find out the region occupied or satisfied by both these constraints. Okay, therefore here as the values are 2 and 3, no need to put me the scale. Therefore directly I can write 1, 2, 3. To the x-axis also this is 1, 2, 3. This is y, this is x, this is origin. Scale is 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit on both the axes. Now let me draw a line x1 plus 3x2 equal to 3. x1 plus 3x2 equal to 3. First line I have to draw is x1 plus 3x2 equal to 3. Second line I want to draw is x1 plus x2 equal to 2. For x1 plus x2 equal to 2, it is very easy for us to draw. The coordinates of the points satisfied are 0, 2 and 2, 0. Therefore, this is the line x1 plus x2 equal to 2. What for the first? If I put x1 0, x2 will be 1. If I put x1 0 means this is the coordinate. If I put x1 0, if I put x2 0, x1 will be 3. For this straight line I want to draw. Though I am saying these are the straight line, but on graph it is not looking like a straight line. So you have to just bear with me. Okay. So these are the two lines we have drawn. Next to condition x1, x2 greater or equal by 0 means gives me this meaning that we should deal with the first quadrant only. Now, as both the inequalities of the type greater equal, for which region one has to select? One has to select the region above both the lines. One has to select the region above both the lines. But what is the region one has to select? One has to select the region above both the lines. One has to select the region above both the lines. But what is the region above both the lines? Let me draw the region. Correct? This will be a region above both the lines. Therefore, how many extreme or corner points we are getting? 3 corner points we are getting. Let me name the points as A, B, and C. Next step is find out the coordinates of all the 3 coordinates and find the value of objective function at the 3. What is the coordinate of A? The shaded region is the visible region. Now we will write the corner points or the extreme points. The extreme points are A. What are the coordinates of A? Is it 3, 0? What for B? If you have solved it on a graph paper, can you tell me the coordinates of B? And the coordinates of C. What are the coordinates of C as it is in y-axis? It's 0. What are the coordinates of B? If you have solved it on a graph page?
Is it 1.5, 0.5?
Yes, it is 1.5 and 0.5. Yes, let me write this is 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. Okay, and what is the way I have told you to cross check? This B is the intersection of the 2 lines. Therefore, you have to solve the 2 lines simultaneously to find out the exact coordinates of B. The next step we will follow is we will find out the value of objective at the extreme point. The value of objective function at extreme point B. What are the values of the function z? Z, what is given to us? Minimize z it is actually. Minimize z equal to 1.5 x1, 2.5 x2. Actually. What is z at A? A is having coordinate 3, 0. Therefore, this is 1.5 into 3 plus 2.5 into 0. Therefore, the value is 4.5. What is z at B? 1.5 into 3 by 2. It is 1.5, 1.5, 1 can say. And 2.5 into 1 by 2. Can anyone tell me this value? What is the value of z at B? Yes, value of z at B. Is it 3.5? 3.5, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Now looking at the values of these objective function, what we have understood that the value of objective function is minimum at which point? B. Thus, z takes minimum value at B. And the coordinates are 3 by 2 and 1 by 2. Therefore, what are the values of x1, x2? x1 is 3 by 2, x2 is plus the optimal solution is what is the optimal solution? X1 is 3 by 2, x2 is 1 by 2, and z is, or minimum z I will write. Minimum z is 3.5. So simple, na? Solving by the graphical method. Any doubt with this example? If not, I will take one more example. Example number 3. Again solve. Maximize z is equal to 3x1 minus 2x2 subject to the constraints x1 plus x2 less than or equals to 1, 2x1 plus 2x2 less than or sorry, this is greater than or equals to 4 and x1 x2 is greater or equal by 0. If you look at the second inequality, the equation is 2x1 plus 2x2 greater or equal by 4. But if I divide throughout by 2, what it will be? This is x1 plus x2 greater or equal by 2. Therefore, these two lines must be parallel. These two lines must be parallel with different x intersection. So let me draw this region. You may write initially, considering this inequality as an equation, you can find out the coordinates, etc. I'm showing you directly the graph. Equation for the first inequality will be x1 plus x2 equal to 1, and this is 2x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y-axis, x-axis, origin. x1 plus x2 equal to 1 is giving me the 2 points at 0, 1 and 1, 0. Therefore, this is x1 plus x2 equal to 1. Second is 2x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 4. Therefore, if I put x1 0, x2 will give me yes 2. If I put x2 0, x1 will give me 2. Therefore, the coordinates must be 0, 2, 2, 0. This is 2x1 plus 2x2 is equal to 4. Now, what will be the common region common region of both the inequalities? For the first equation, the inequality is less equal, means the region should be considered below the line. The region should be considered below line. And for the second inequality, that inequality is of greater equal type. Therefore, the region should be above the line. Therefore, is there any common region satisfying both inequalities?
No, ma'am.
No, it is not. Therefore, this problem do not have any feasible region. Therefore, the problem has no solution. Or one can say that the constraints are inconsistent. What is the meaning of the equations are inconsistent? What is the meaning of the equations are inconsistent?
No
It
solutions,
has
ma'am.
no solution. If it has no solution, therefore there is no feasible region. Therefore, the LPP also do not have any solution. So here, can I say here the problem? Here the problem has no solution means the constraints are inconsistent. Is that fine? Any doubt about graphical solution of the given linear programming problem? Now, what is your duty? Today's homework is you just go with the exercise given in our recommended book of Operation Research by S.D. Sharma and try to solve many examples by graphical solution. In the next lecture, what we are going to do, we will study the basic notions required for understanding or for studying the linear programming problem methods. Okay, we will stop for today. In the next lecture, we will go for this basic notion. Okay, thank you for being with me for this lecture. Thank you.